Today we're going to do a review of Wonder Woman 1984. Now we're brand new to doing reviews. This is going to be the very first review on this channel. I mean, we do reaction videos. You would think we would go ahead and once we watch said movie or TV show, we would do a review of it to give you our thoughts and feels. Well, we're starting today, and hopefully we don't suck too bad at it. Now, as Paul Heyman would say, this is not a prediction.
That's a spoiler.
So if you want to watch the movie first, click off now. So I guess I'll start off by saying that Wonder Woman 1984 reminds me of Game of Thrones. It starts off great. It keeps you into it like throughout the seasons. And even the 7th season is really good until they get to the end, and then they just drop the ball at the end. Let me start off. All right, so starts off great. They're in the mascara. They got the younger Diana. She's in like this contest with the other younger Amazonians, and she's pretty much winning the contest. She gets the big head, and she turns around, and then she's not looking, and she gets knocked off a horse. She winds up having to cheat to get back on her horse. She's actually about to win, and then Robin Wright, who is her mentor from the first movie, who died, she winds up knocking her off of her horse, and Diana's all pissed off because she's about to win, and she's like, well, you gotta cheat. It's not really winning. It's not winning at all if you have to cheat, excuse me. So it starts off great, and then they have really good action scenes where she's saving people, stopping robberies, all that great action. Everything's good. They have a good storyline. Pretty much the thing is that there is this wishing stone where they refer to it in the movie. It's like the monkey paw, where it grants you a wish, but also takes something away. Now, nobody knows about it. The only person that really knows about it is Pedro Pascal, who plays Maxwell Lord. So Diana winds up making a wish, holding it, not really knowing what it was, wanting to have Steve Trevor back. That's how Steve Trevor comes back. He comes back as a spirit, where a spirit takes over somebody's body. That's how he comes back. And Kristen Wiig, who plays Cheetah, wishes to be more like Wonder Woman. So, like I said, they don't know that they made these wishes. They just kind of hold the thing and they made a wish, and boom, there you go. So Pedro Pascal, there we go. Maxwell Lord, let's make it easy, winds up getting his hands on the stone, and he winds up wishing to become the stone. So he actually becomes the stone, and that's a great storyline because he actually goes around the world and he starts to get these world leaders to make these wishes, but he's saying it in a way to where it'll benefit him. And then he also gets something in return because he knows how it works. Well, Diana, I guess when he wished, the stone like kind of disappeared, but there was this ring that had this writing on it, and once Diana got a hold of it, she was able to read it, and she realizes that it was made by God. And she was just trying to figure out what kind of God it was. So, like I said, the storyline's great. It's moving along. She's asking Steve Trevor about flying, and he's pretty much letting her know, it's just learning how to work with the winds and the clouds and so on and so forth. So then there's a scene where she's even starting to learn how to fly, where she's lassoing lightning and lassoing different planes, and she's flying through the air. Starting to do that. Now, this is where my first thing that I had a problem with this movie comes up. So she's flying through the air. I'm trying not to yawn. She's flying through the air, and there's like this point to where she's flying, and she's even looking like old school Superman, where she's like this. I'm like, okay. And then she's able to hear different things, like different alarms and people talking and so on and so forth. I'm like, hold on, time out. That is Superman's thing. That is special thing that Superman does. How can you go ahead and now all of a sudden one woman has that same power? I mean, it's believable. She's an Amazonian, plus she's a demigod. I mean, her father is Zeus, so I can understand how she could do this, but why? You know, that's Superman's thing. That is one of the coolest things about all those movies, is when he goes up to the atmosphere and he listens to all the things happening around the world, and then he focuses on one thing, and then that's where he goes. I mean, that is Superman's thing. So I don't feel like Wonder Woman has to have that power. So that kind of, I'm like, yeah, not really needed. And then, you know, it was still going along pretty good until they got to the absolute end. He convinced the president to take over. They're pretty much using the Star Wars program, right? The movie is very 80s, obviously 1984. So he is broadcasting around the world, and he's getting people to make wishes. He's granting wishes, and he's taking what he needs, because becoming the wishing stone, he's actually getting sicker and sicker because granting these wishes. So he's trying to get more and more people to wish so he can get things that he needs, like health or so on and so forth. So he's doing all that stuff, and you know, like I said, everything is good. I like how it's going. There's a scene where the golden suit, they explain that, where I guess there was this Amazonian back in the day when they're first going to Themyscira. They gave the armor, they put all the armors together and made it into one big armor for one woman to wear, and she pretty much took on humanity while the other Amazonians got to Themyscira. Well, Wonder Woman started to look for her. She found the armor, but never found her. So, you know, I like that aspect. I mean, there were really good things. But then, towards the end, as he is making these wishes, or he's granting these wishes, Wonder Woman puts his lasso around him, and she starts to talk through Maxwell Lord, and she starts to convince people to renounce their wishes, because she had to renounce a wish. She wanted Steve Trevor back. She got back Steve Trevor, but she was starting to lose her powers, and she needed to get her powers back because Steve Trevor convinced her the world needs a Wonder Woman. And Cheetah, she actually made an additional wish. First, it was to be more like Wonder Woman. She started to get Wonder Woman's powers. Then she wanted to be an apex predator. Hence, that's how she turned into Cheetah. So they even have a really good fight scene where Wonder Woman's wearing the golden armor and everything else. And there's really good scenes in here. But I know I keep getting off the premise. As she's holding, as she's talking through Maxwell Lord, she's getting people to renounce their wishes. And she eventually convinces Maxwell Lord to renounce her wish, because with all this power he has, he's about to lose his son. So he renounces the wishes. Now, the way that they set it up, it's like he's not going to be a villain anymore. And Maxwell Lord is a great villain. I mean, for those of you who don't know, in the comic books, Maxwell Lord, Steve, he kills Techort, which is the second Blue Beetle. He winds up getting mind control powers. He's mind controlling Superman. Superman's fighting Wonder Woman. She's trying to get Maxwell Lord to stop mind controlling Superman. He pretty much says, I'll stop mind controlling Superman over my dead body, and she snaps his neck. That's a great scene in DC lore. So, you know, it's almost like we're not going to have that scene now, and people are looking for that scene. And I just feel like he's a really good villain, and you can do more with him. And I mean, you can put him in like a Justice League, because he's really a Justice League villain. You know, like, it wasn't just he was taking on Wonder Woman, he was taking on the whole Justice League. He's that kind of good villain. So I don't like how they pretty much got him to where it seems like he's not going to be a villain anymore. He's going to be one and done. And I feel like that's horrible for that kind of character. He should not be a one and done villain. No, that hopefully won't happen. Now, Cheetah, obviously, she lost her power. Now they can figure out a way to where she can find a way and, you know, get the Cheetah Amulet or something like that to get back her powers. So I'm not too worried about Cheetah. But if they only do like a one and done to Maxwell Lord, I feel like they're not seeing the big picture when it comes to a good villain like Maxwell Lord. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Now, one of the good things that happened towards the end, that lady that I was telling you about that had the golden armor that came up missing, At the end, they show a lady walking, and she winds up saving this other lady from this thing falling. And come to find out, is Linda Carter was the woman in the golden armor, and she is the original Wonder Woman from the TV series. You gotta be a certain age to remember that. So I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, overall, the movie is good. I just don't like how they might be getting rid of Maxwell Lord. And also, too, I don't like how they gave the same powers that Superman has to Wonder Woman. So those are just two of my pet peeves I have about the movie. But overall, it's a pretty good movie. And saying that, if you are new here to SEM, please hit the subscribe button. Become part of this SEM Nation. Once you become part of this nation, the bell notification, you'll know when the video comes out. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. My name is Dorian. This is SEM. Thank you guys for watching my videos. Really do appreciate it. And you guys have a good day. Hopefully that wasn't too bad.